Welcome back to the Profits of IT. I'm Jim Punzenberger, founder of ManageProspectingSystem.com, author of $0 Advertising Strategies, and your host. On today's show, we talk with operators and founders who actually build things, not just talk about them. We focus on what works, what doesn't, and the thinking behind it. Today, I'm joined with Ravinder, who is founder and CEO of Smadlytics, a deep tech startup group focused on AI, analytics, and automation. Ravinder brings a grounded human-first approach to technology that cuts through a lot of the noise, so I'm excited to hear what he has to say. Ravinder, please take a quick moment to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for inviting me here. My name is Ravinder Singh. I'm based in Toronto, Canada. I have 30 years background in technology industry. Initially worked for corporates like Dell, Cisco, Wipro, where I held multiple leadership roles like CTO, director, head of programs. And then I ventured into an entrepreneurship mode with my first startup on healthcare tech, then moved on to another startup in Dubai, then in Canada, and now Smadlytics, which is a 3A company in US. 3A for us stands for AI, automation, and analytics, which is everything what we see and hear today around us. So my vision has always been very simple. Technology is a great enabler, but technology can solve a lot of problems for us, which we see all around us every day. And these three technologies, when we look at AI, automation, analytics, encompass most of the futuristic solutions what we see around us today, like drones, the robotics, the artificial intelligence, things around us, agents and everything. And if we combine them together, if we connect those dots together, we can create very meaningful solutions to solve very pertinent social challenges around us. So with that vision, I have ventured into my fourth startup now and look forward to make it a big success.
Sounds like it's a very exciting time.
It is.
So one thing I noticed about your background is that you push back on the idea that technology replaces human intelligence. What's the industry truth you most often challenge when you hear people talking about AI and automation?
Well, as you mentioned, the first and foremost thing we all have to agree that technology will never replace human beings because we created it. Though it can complement our skills, our efforts, and everything around it. It makes things much easier, much better, much efficient. So challenge, I always go back when I get to encounter a lot of people every day, online, offline, where people talk about, hey, I'm working on something which will replace human and can do everything on its own. Yeah, I agree. AI can do a lot of things on own, but then who ultimately controls AI? The humans, right? So that is the belief I carry, and I think everybody should understand that technology will complement human beings, will complement our brains, but technology can never replace a human being. That's one thing which I always push back.
Yeah, let's think about that for a second. It makes sense to me that as humans, we will never ultimately be replaced by technology.
No.
So another question for you. What's the biggest misconception you see in the tech industry right now that's actually holding people back?
Well, one is what I already mentioned, if people go too positive about technology and say it will replace, but on a daily basis, and people, especially people who are not technical, common people who doesn't understand, but they use technology too much every day. One of the common misconceptions they always had or still have, a lot of people still have, is that technology is very complex. And to learn technology, to learn how to use it can be very challenging. Now, three things I can quote here as an example, which has proven otherwise. One is the smartphones today. When smartphones came up, many people who, like even if I take my father, for example, they were always averse to it. They'll say, it's very difficult for me to understand how it works. I don't want to even touch it because it's very expensive also. So what if I do
Mhm.
something wrong and some data? And I remember my father, even till very late, did not use any financial applications like banking or mobile payments, because they always believe that if I press some wrong button, my all money will go off. But
Yeah,
well, it's true that you need to be very careful with technology. But learning and using technology has always proven otherwise. So today, even a 3-year old kid knows how to operate a WhatsApp or send messages or do a video calling, right? And he doesn't need to be tutored about this. It's something which inherent. It's same thing when you grow up, you learn how to eat food, right? How to change your clothes.
right.
You learn. So same way, technology is so simple, so friendly that you learn. The only thing what we need to be always careful about technology is, uh, like we say, half-baked knowledge is very dangerous. So if somebody doesn't know technology or doesn't know the full potential of it and tries to fiddle with something, it can create a lot of. So this misconception that technology is very complex is wrong. But the only thing we need to be is very careful, but it's very simple. Once you start using it, you feel like what we use them. We use our mobile phone every day.
Mhm.
It's so easy. We don't even feel that we are using it, using such a complex technology. It is a complex technology, right? Same way what we use at homes. We use smart TVs today, smart homes today, smart cars today, right? We use GPS navigation. Everybody uses GPS navigation. So the misconception with that technology is very complex and needs a lot of skill to learn. But I don't think so. Over the age, technology becomes more and more simpler, more and more friendly, and more easier to use.
That really resonates with me. So I'd like to shift gears a moment here and ask another question. You left corporate leadership to become a founder later in your career. Looking back, what's one lesson you learned the hard way that you wish you would have learned earlier in your career?
Well, the first and foremost thing is I wish I could have started this earlier. I started my first startup in 2019 when I was 48 years of age, and I had already been in industry for 24 years, working for corporates, creating things, developing things for companies. I could have jumped out maybe 10 years back, because this whole momentum of startups and founders getting into an entrepreneurship innovation started 30, 40 years back, especially from Silicon Valley. And then I come from India, so Bangalore. But that's one thing which I will always regret. And this is one thing which I give to all my mentees, whom I mentor, college students, freshers, that the sooner the better, number one. The second thing which I learned a hard way, that when you are in corporate world, you are stuck to your own domain. For example, I started as a technology guy. I started as somebody who is a hands-on, and then moved into a techno-commercial role, managing customers, delivery, project management. I never did core sales, number one, in my career. So I never got into financial acumen, right? Managing invoicing or something. But when you take up an entrepreneurship role, you have to do everything. You don't have a big team. You don't have big money to hire so many people. So you are a CFO, you are a CEO, you are a chief product officer, chief technology officer. Some skills you may not have. So one thing which I would definitely would have done different was, when I was in the corporates, maybe I could have taken different challenging roles in different diverse skills to develop. Because as a founder, you need to have a good understanding of each of these functions. So that is one thing I rather tell to all the new guys, Gen Z guys who want to get into
Mhm.
entrepreneurship. Learn a lot of, not only your domain, what you are good at, but also try to pick up skills in different domains, so you can manage your startup, your organization much better actually.
Yeah, that makes sense to me as a founder myself. Like I have to learn, you know, you got to be as a founder, you're pretty much got to be everything, the HR guy, the legal guy, the financial guy, not just the technology guy or whatever the case the startup is.
Right.
So, what's got you excited at Smadlytics?
Okay. The first and foremost thing, this is a good time to get into these things. We have been talking about AI since last 70 years. AI, the word AI was first known since 1950s, but it was never, it was never in our masses. It was only restricted to very select research and develop organization or maybe defense areas or something in US. Today, AI is everywhere. So this is the time if you are very, you want to develop things with AI or automation or analytics, then first of all, that this is an exciting time in spite of whatever challenges we see everywhere globally right now in terms of economic challenges, social challenges, or diplomatic challenges. This is a good time. So I feel energetic every day because I feel that what we are doing right now is the right thing to do. Right? We are in a wave using these 3A technologies, which is what we call the futuristic world, the world which is transforming lives at a very faster pace. I'm not talking about the core IT. Core IT is the foundation, which me and people like me have spent years and years building. But today, when we look at creating innovative solutions, and we're looking at these three technologies, I feel this is the best time one can do it. And if we do it right, we can definitely achieve the desired outcomes, what we want from our company. And that is what keeps me alive and kicking every day at Smadlytics. We are developing some innovation. We are looking at future. We're looking at solving very critical challenges using a combination of these three technologies. And I feel that there can't be a better time when you work with these technologies. I wish I could have done it maybe a couple of years back, but this is the best time to get into this. This is what keeps me motivated every day.
It is definitely an exciting time. I agree with you there. So if you pique somebody's interest and they'd like to get in touch with you, what would be a great way of getting in touch with you or learning more?
Well, I am very easily accessible. I am my LinkedIn profile. I can be directly, connected there. My email ID, my phone number. If we can publish here, I'm happy to talk to people who want to know more, who want to learn more, who want to look at what we are doing right now.
Sure, we can put those in the show notes. We can include your LinkedIn, your email, and your phone number. So check the show notes for the contact information.
Sure.
Well, thank you for sharing today. It's been wonderful.
Thanks, Jim, and thanks for giving this opportunity to share my story here.
And if you're an IT leader looking to grow your business, an IT services leader more specifically, check out managedprospectingsystem.com. We're the only IT marketing agency that lets you write your own guarantee for us. So check out managedprospectingsystem.com. Until next time, thank you for watching and stay hydrated and caffeinated. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.